This is a piece from Pixabay, and I'm very attracted to this photograph, but it is certainly challenging to figure out how exactly to approach it because we have some very light values in the magnolias, but we also have just a whole lot of stuff going on in the background that's also fairly light, but not as light. And we need to decide to have some focal points in this piece. So I think this will be the focal flower, but these other ones are also pretty important too. So I've drawn many of the shapes on this piece of paper, and I'm going to do some masking on the lightest ones, and then hopefully we'll be able to lift out some of the other ones in the background. So we'll begin by lightening the drawing and then masking. I'm going to start off easy and mask the ones I know need to be masked, which is certainly this one at the top here. I'm also going to mask just some areas that, as I'm looking at the reference photo, they're not necessarily as distinct as the ones that I drew, but I might want to have the option of some lighter values as we are painting the rest of the picture. For the background of our pink magnolia, I have some cloudy blue and actually one citrus. And I'm going to just splatter it on. This cloudy blue looks like a very different color than I'm used to. This is just some alcohol. A little bit of red on the brush, but and I think I'll just let that pattern dry. Now that the ink layer is dry, I'm going to take off the masking fluid. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some alcohol and just clean up the masking. It left some residues. So the next thing I'm going to do is take this marker and kind of just sketch in where the branches go. I'm use the cotton swab and just soften those lines. I'll come back and paint them in later. I'm going to take some citrus and just kind of paint in some of the leaves. So these are leaves, they're already there, that's good. I think a loose leaf structure is nice. I want them to just kind of blend with what's already here. Now I'll take the cotton swab and try to lift out some magnolia blooms that are maybe not fully showing. I'll take some wild plum and just begin to paint in some of our blossoms. This is the cotton swab and alcohol to blend. Put some pink sherbet into the palette. I'm going to just dab it on with the cotton swab. So to just do some slight toning. Do some splattering with alcohol. I'm going to put some cotton kind of over a couple of blossoms there. I went ahead and cut down the picture because it was quite a bit larger than what was actually in my reference photo. And I'm going to take a minute and use the sepia pen and try to kind of look at what's going on. And this is a pink marker. There's another magnolia up here that I want to sketch in. I think I actually have some of it. There it was, under the masking. This is a pretty intense color. Maybe a little too intense. I think so. I'll use a little bit of it and then come back and tone it back. Well, before I tone it back, I'm going to put on a little more color. This is a combination of amethyst and wild plum. And this is just the brush and alcohol to kind of spread it out and lighten it and soften. I'm going to define some of the focal flowers, and I've got some markers. This is a pink and a purple. Start down here. I'm just putting in the ink, and I'll run the alcohol in the brush through it. This is the brush and alcohol. Switch to a different brush. Switch to the cotton swab for this part. This is some citrus. I'm going to add in some more leaves. Also some undefined area up here that might look a little bit better, more defined. A little splattering. This is kind of a larger brush than the toothbrush, but I think I might be able to get some finer splatters with it. So one more thing I want to do, I'm not sure how much I'm going to crop. And this is a little bit bugging me, so I think I'll just fill it in a little bit. And that way if I decide to come up in that area, at least it's something's sort of there. I'd actually like to kind of break up this hard edge.